Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Sorry about letting the timer lapse there for a minute, but my fun. Let's set up Windows for you. I'm like, I already set up Windows? Off. Yeah, it's like, you should set up OneDrive. You should change your browser to Edge. And I'm like, I should keep using my computer the way that I've been using it for the last several months. Why is this? I don't want to use 3. Oh, it comes. So weird. Hi, B. Ragnarok and B. Hello. Cool. That is all I wanted. Oh my god, my arms and chest hurt a lot. The gym is ruining my body. Fortunate, because I haven't been at the gym in like 3 weeks, and that's why everything hurts. Everything hurts. I wanted something sweet today that wasn't candy, but all I have is candy. They are very cordial kisses. Don't tell my mother I did this. She hates it when I. Yeah. Give me candy or give me that. I don't know how many of these I actually want to eat. Probably was better to start small if I want more. But I decided to go. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Doing okay. Doing okay. Yesterday was fucking overwhelming. Um, a new job is definitely taking a bit of a toll. You know, it's fine and it'll be fine, but like, yeah, definitely had to have a little sit down with the boss today to go over some of the stuff that I've been dealing with. Um, why is my laptop? Why is it trying to call the Alienware? Not an Alienware laptop. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Um. So yeah, I've been just a little overwhelmed, boss, about some. A lot of it was on. I got handed a at once when I don't even know how to do basic things, like how to find my way around campus or like understanding some systems. And it's like, you need to know a bunch of stuff about this totally unrelated to your focus of study for the last decade plus of your life. Um, you need to know all the stuff you need. You need to know a bunch of stuff about this department, this totally unrelated department, so that you can step in and teach some instruction sessions on specific topics or regarding resources and sources available in this area that you know nothing about. Like, okay. Um, yeah, on top of that, the job where I work now is built on a hill. And my office is at the bottom of the hill, and pretty much everything is up the hill. Which is a problem. And like, I'm not in the main library, I'm in the music library. Um, and like, it's pretty clear to me that my role as a research and liaison librarian at this point is kind of new for a lot of people because all of my liaison colleagues are at the main library, um, which is where they tend to end up having a lot of meetings that I'm invited to. And some of them are just like social little things and they're fine. Other of them are like, work meetings and their groups and there. So it's not necessarily that it's like a bad thing, but at the same time, it is 10 minutes. It's literally just 10 minutes of stairs. I walk out of the library, I go up a floor to get out of the building, go up another staircase, up another staircase, up another metal staircase that's kind of falling apart, cross the street, go up two more staircases, enter the library, go up 3 flights to get to the main floor of the library where everyone normally. And then, like yesterday, the meeting was actually on the 3rd floor of the library, not the 2nd floor, which is so I had to go up 3 flights of stairs. So yeah, there's a lot of stairs. It's a lot of moving around, and that in of itself, again, not necessarily bad. I am relatively fit. I can do this. It's more just that it takes a lot of time, and it's a lot of energy that I'm expending walking around campus to go to a meeting, and then like I have an hour and a half until my next meeting building. So what am I going to do for that hour and a half? I go back to my office, which is right down the hill. Then I go back up the hill an hour and a half later, and then go back down, and then go back up. And you paint. It's a lot of back and forth, and the back and forth is a lot of work, and it's taking away from the job I was hired to do. So I was talking a little bit about, hey, in the library, I can land as a bit of a private office space, stuff like this, when I have a lot of meetings in the library or campus, and found a way to make that work. So yeah, it was definitely just like, oh, it was a lot. And like I said, I have 3 instruction sessions next week, 2 of which are for classes in a department that I have absolutely no experience in. I am relatively confident I can do work, but it's also like I have to spend a little extra time preparing. And when I'm on campus right now, I'm spending my entire time walking around campus, meetings on parts of campus, instead of spending time in my own workspace getting ready. So yeah, that was a little um maternity leave. Very condescended to. That sucks a lot. Huh. That's just huh. I'm sorry. That's real shitty of her. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's not okay. Like, I at the very least have very good relationship, I can say. Very happy about her dealing with. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I felt a lot the same way this last week. That's just imposter syndrome. That's not necessarily because someone else is doing it to me. So it's not quite the same. Um, oh. Well, it's raining and it might not be so great after the wildfires. Yeah, ground can't soak up any of the water, then it turns into floods. Especially when you've got an absolutely destroyed uh, root system that dead and can't hold. Yeah, no, that's fair. It was raining today as well. It was kind of gross, but it was had a bunch of started. So we have a bunch of ice and dams that are preventing any kind of drainage happening. So we're just dealing with rivers and shit. First, I had to wear boots. That was just gross, especially because it's full of all of the dirt and salt on Boston roads, just sitting in this slushy, gross lake right next to your car. Gotta walk through that, and I'm wearing low. Happening. That's not happening. We're supposed to get some more snow this weekend, and apparently it's going to be like 2 to 4 inches. That's kind of new. Um, and it's sorry. Yeah, it was. I don't know what this weekend's going to look like. Is my whole, and I'm having surgery in what weeks? Like I leave for Washington in 2 weeks and 2 days. Holy shit. I'm not ready. Oh my god. That just snuck up on me. Holy shit. Um okay. And yeah, so I have that happening and sort of because of it, I'm trying to limit some of my social and not be sick. Be sick when you're going in for surgery. Um and I uh, I just I want social stuff though, and like it snowed last weekend. It's gonna snow again this weekend, and I'm like, God damn it! Can the weather give me a goddamn break so that I can at least see some friends before I have to go, into isolation for a week or whatever? It'll be easier this time, I know it will, but oh my god, I'm not looking forward to so many parts of this. And the social isolation was probably the biggest struggle outside of the fact that my body just wasn't working the way I needed. You like have less energy than you should have, and you feel like you should be able to just do stuff, and you can't even stay awake. Like that stuff, I'm not looking for. That should hopefully fade a little faster, but the whole like aftercare eating up all of my time is about to take over my life again, and I'm really have to go from aftercare once a day for 30 minutes to times a day for 30 minutes. I don't want to do that. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's happening. Yeah, I just need the weather to fucking cooperate. Replaying DAI. Okay, yeah. Awesome. I haven't done Veilguard yet. I have it downloaded. Um I have it. No, I already have it. I have it downloaded and installed. Um I'll admit, I've actually been kind of saving Veilguard for myself a little. I feel like one unfortunate consequence of streaming like this is that I have a really strong tendency when I really want to play a game to then think, oh, it would be really great if I streamed this. But the trouble with streaming a game, especially if it's a new game that I don't know what's coming, like if it's a game I'm playing for the first time, I feel an immense amount of pressure to only play the game when I stream. And I have a lot of other time that I would very much like to use, you know? Um, So yeah, I've kind of, I think, set aside Veilguard at least the first playthrough for myself, um, just so that I don't feel the pressure to go at a pace that works for the stream, pace that works for me instead, and not have to like perform. Again, it's nothing against any of you all, and I do like totally see the casual thing. But talking about having surgery, this is not a big performance, but at the same time, it does take a certain amount of energy and focus um, to try and make the stream somewhat entertaining and not just a playthrough. I don't say I'm successful at it all the time, but I try. Um, I try. And I will say it's been hard. It's been testing me with Indiana Jones because I so badly just want to play this game. But I'm like, no, we're playing it on stream. We're doing this right here, right now. And so far, I'm kind of eating the whole thing up. So I'm just doing all of the side quests, fetch things. Like I could blast through this if I wanted to, but I'm having too much fun, which is awesome. It's great to feel that way about a game. Um, so yeah. Oh, yoga classes. Oh, that's cool. Oh, expensive but exciting. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Um, yeah. Pop in another one of these things. I have to read a message real quick, and we'll go back to the game. I read up a little bit more on Dame Noel. Because she has a like wiki page on the Indiana Jones wiki, and I fucking love her. I'm sorry, she is my new favorite Indiana Jones character. Um, and honestly, I just want a spin-off of Dame Noel. That's it. Like Dame Nawal Shafiq Barclay. Okay. Didn't actually catch her full name the last couple of times, I admit. Dame Nawal Shafiq Barclay, shipping magnate and philanthropist of Anglo-Egyptian descent. Okay, here we go. Nawal Shafiq Barclay was born in Egypt around 1895 to Layla Shafiq, a famous nightclub singer from the country and a wealthy, high-ranking British officer. When her father passed away, Nawal invested her inheritance into a small shipping business, out of which grew successful ventures, such as SBS and Nawal Shafiq Barclay Trading. She also dedicated part of her fortune to supporting the Cairo Museum, and at some point acquired a damehood, casually. Dame Nawal eventually became intimate with Dr. Laura Lombardi, language specialist, but the relationship had come undone by October 1937. Nawal was still on friendly terms with Laura's sister Gina, and she later served as a contact for the American archaeologist Indiana Jones during his investigation into the Great Circle, feeling forced to ally with her to stop Nazi rival Emmerich Voss's machinations. Based out of Giza, Nawal used her influence to embed spies within the Third Reich's excavations and helped Jones undermine their efforts. During their time together, Jones realized that Nawal was a potential source of funding for his. The last paragraph is a spoiler, so I will not read it. But like, I love her. I love her. I love her. She basically was like, yeah, I'm gonna take this small minor fortune from my probably deadbeat British dad and invest it into shipping so that I can then invest that into like protecting my homeland's heritage. And I'm like, I love you. I actually love you. So, all right, let's stay this day open. Go away. Yay. Nobody likes you. I don't know if any of you have been eyeing things, but EA just re-released 1 and And the ones that are on Steam actually just work on Steam. Fun fact. I have not played them, um, partially because I have I'm on the fence about Sims 2, but I have Sims 1, the whole collection already like installed on here and working, and I honestly don't see a reason why I don't know. It hasn't. They didn't do anything to it. There are some differences, I think, in like the way the game renders, but it also sounds like there's more bugs than, which kind of just, I'm okay. No. Oh, we going? Shit, we going? Fucking. Yeah. Right, exactly. They just kind of patched it for compatibility. They didn't even really do that great of a job, and they changed how the 3D parts render. So the 3D parts, so the Sims themselves basically, render at a much higher resolution than the 2D parts everywhere else around it. Which is fine, but okay. Like, it's fine, but at the same time, it's like kind of not enough.
Wie geht's?
And like, I guess the other upside is that it could run without being like, right now I think I am actually running it at a lower resolution than my monitor, kind of obviously. I think that it would run natively at my monitors. Like, again, that's not worth. Right. So the Sims 2 one is different. For me, the problem is more wondering if I really am ever gonna play Sims 2 again, if I want to. But maybe at some point I might just get it. There's obviously. Oh. Oh. No, I don't need a distraction. I'll keep that in mind, but I don't need. I don't know why. The answer was no. I don't know, like, part of me wants to buy it so that I have it, but I just don't know that I'm going to play it, and I don't want to give EA money that I don't have to, because I hate EA. Especially when they take an amazing, iconic game like The Sims and just re-release it barely patched in a way that, like, basically doesn't function the way it needs to, instead of, you know, actually doing a remaster.
Alright, this is the area marked on the Dream Stealie. There has to be something here.
We are. Or, yes, but not right now. Oh. Boop.
Sure knew what they were doing.
Did they, though? Hi. You can't see me stealing it if I go around the corner. That's how that works. And yeah, like I said, The Sims 2, it's just, I don't know, I feel like I might get it. The Sims 2 one especially, I feel like I might get it more because that'll be more nostalgia, parody, whatnot. I may wait till it's on sale. Because like, The Sims 2 was a big deal for me. Like, I played The Sims 1, and then The Sims 2 happened, and it was like, I don't know, it's one of my formative experiences. I remember distinctly the effort we put into installing the damn thing, all 4 discs of Sims 2 on our brand new Windows XP computer. Like running the installation overnight, the installation failing, and then having to run it again, and then finally getting to play this game that I was waiting for like ever. Ever since they announced it, honestly. What is happening? That's great. What is happening is you're in my way, sir. So. So I don't know, but like I've struggled with The Sims as a franchise, especially lately, because I have these strong nostalgic feelings for it, coupled with literally zero interest. Like zero interest in playing a solid half to a third of the game. And that is why I am struggling. Want to spend more money on a franchise and a series that I am not interested in doing much else besides playing Sims 1 every once in a while for a nostalgia factor. And again, I have a fully functioning copy of Sims, so why do I need to spend money? And Sims 4, which has a much better, more robust building system, really the only thing I actually care. Build fancy house. I don't know. There are multiple parts of me at war with the others, and I would love to know what I am going to. I don't know. Again, it all kind of boils down to not wanting, but I don't have to. If we were talking about like a smaller publisher that was like struggling to get by, maybe. If we're talking about a publisher that actually treats their studios properly, then sure. But EA is not any of those. EA shit. Well documented of shit. There we go. Punch. See, Sims 4 is absolutely disappointing. I totally agree with you there. I find it incredibly disappointing from a gameplay perspective. From a build perspective, though, the build tools are honestly excellent. Are better than Sims. I can acknowledge that. If I could take the build mode and the buy mode from Sims 4, combine it with the what's the customized called? But like the customization part of Sims 3, where you can, like change up colors and change patterns and fabrics and all that stuff, whatever the fuck you wanted. And then have the gameplay from Sims 2, and the wackiness of Sims 1. That's the perfect Sims. Like merge all of those things together, and then you've got like my ideal. But yeah, absent that. Tired to play Sims, waxes and wanes. Far less predictable. Very true. I'm also right now in a cycle where I don't really care. I've been playing a little bit of Sims 1. Like I had that compulsion this last weekend. So I trotted my thing out, and I had been playing this Sim, and I was trying to get them up the fame career. This was partially like fulfilling a childhood dream of mine, to get a Sim all the way to the top of the fame career. And like it's not, it's just the Sim, it's so weird to play The Sims as an adult versus playing The Sims as a child, and the way you look at the original game. In that, like, yeah, there's some wacky stuff. It's just kind of fun and all that stuff. But the game was conceived by Will Wright when his house and all of his belongings were destroyed in a fire. And he realized he didn't actually care that much about all of his things that he lost, and found that fascinating that he spent all of this time, all of this money focusing on being a consumer and buying all of this stuff and accumulating all of it, only to lose it and realize that it didn't actually matter. Um, and that was actually one of the founding principles of The Sims, was kind of a critique of modern American life and suburbia and consumerism and the rat race that we're in and capitalism, that like, and that is why The Sims 1 is so insanely difficult to play. Like, and you can even see it in so many different ways when you really look at it. I don't know how much of it was really that deeply intentional, but it's hard not to read it that way. Not to put on the academic glasses here, but like, there are a multitude of career options, even with all the expansions. And in general, the ones that will pay you the most later on are the ones that have the longest working hours, grueling working hours. And all of them have these insane requirements that require you to build skills, make friends, maintain those friendships, which is an incredibly difficult thing to do because those friendships decay incredibly quickly. And the problem is when you come home from work, your sim is so exhausted, they don't have the energy and the mood to build those skills unless you force them to, and you force them to ignore some of their other needs. So you're literally then stuck between sacrificing parts of yourself and your needs and your like basic wants in order to succeed in a career that, in order to succeed enough to make money that is enough to live on, and or you ignore the career part and you deal with the fact that you can't afford to pay your bills, but at least you're not struggling mentally, socially, right? Like, there, it's this dichotomy that is very well captured in the Sims gameplay, because it's just insanely difficult to run that. It is not impossible, but it is difficult, especially without cheats. And yeah, it was very fascinating going back to play it. And, you know, I was hitting like level 3 in the stardom career out of 5, right? It's like 0.5 stars and you going up. So like, my sim was charting and like the top 10 most talked about people in the tabloids. And like, I like, every time she went into Studio Town and did something, she would walk out with like $500, which is pretty decent money for the Sims. But then she would go home and like doesn't have enough energy to clean, barely has enough energy to cook, has to somehow create all of these friendships with other celebrities in order to essentially network, but those celebrities are incompatible with her. Apparently, that was a real problem I ran into. And so maintaining those friendships was really fucking difficult. Um, and she still lived in a fucking trailer. Like, she was a charting celebrity that had like hit singles and was like a soap opera daytime TV star, and couldn't afford more than 3 rooms. Like, the furniture in it was actually kind of nice, at least. So, which of course, the nicer furniture you have, the easier it is to maintain some of those things. Food, like your comfort score will go up faster, your sleep will go better, like your fun will be better. Like, all of that stuff is in there. But like, yeah, it's just like, it's amazingly difficult to do. What I ended up doing this last weekend is I downloaded a bunch of hacked objects that I could just completely max out all of the mood meters a little bit, and I downloaded a mod to essentially freeze relationships wherever they were, so they wouldn't decay. You could still lose relationship points if you did something that they didn't like, but like ignoring them won't remove them as a friend. And then with that other hacked object that I had, the one that like you refill your needs with, you could also like make yourself friends with anyone. And so I just picked the celebrities off of the top 10 list. Add. Because I'm like, I don't fucking like any of you. All of you are townies. None of you are actual Sims because it's the only one that I've made so far. And yeah, it was weird. It was definitely very weird. I had fun doing it too. I finally got to level 5 this weekend. Then I started playing another sim that I was like, I'm gonna marry these two together, like you two kiss. I spent a while building a much nicer, happier house, like big mansion for her. Um, a lot of cheats, give money because at that point I was tired of trying to grind. um, and yeah, then after I was finished with that, I was kind of like, and I'm done. I don't really want to play anymore. That's where we are with the Sims. I like making houses. Sometimes I like making Sims. I don't really play them. I kind of want to make, like in The Sims 4, I kind of want to start making a bunch of TV and movie detectives, like Poirot, Jessica Fletcher. I don't know. No rush to move to Sims 5. I know. Like Paralives is coming, Inzoi is coming, and they're just like, yeah, we're fine. We have market dominance. And I'm like, yeah, for how long? Like, especially when you're going off of a game that you released like a decade or more ago. Like, can't just keep adding expansions to this. Hope that it goes well. You've got a core gameplay that's kind of unsatisfying for a lot of people. I don't know. I swear to God, if I could use Motherload or even Rosebud in real life, I fucking would. Fucking would.
ممكن يكون الشاب الإنجليزي هو اللي جوه.
يا رب ما يكونش هناك. دي حاجة ما اتمناهاش لعدوي.
Yesterday we uncovered a most intriguing find. Navigating a winding narrow tunnel, jump there we stepped. Hall opening and discovered a long hall. Bottom of which was pure water. Out of the hall. There's a shallow water spectacle allowed to my colleagues, but this had been constructed during the Pharaoh Khufu. Back chambers, plaques with alcoves, the scribble entirely different from the hieroglyphs that we encountered, the arrows and beauty. Perhaps it was divine language and communication with outside Egypt. My companions began excavating what looked like a stone tablet from the rubble, and I had begun making a rubbing of the
Probably written by one of the scholars from Institut d'Egypte. Oh, fooling this guy.
Here. Where was that thing that I just... Ground suddenly began to tremble, hastily abandoned everything at hand, fled the chamber, and narrowed the entrance. Active the mine. And there's some...
أنظف دلوقتي.
Anyway, post plan for getting a long haul filled with water mentioned. Take it.
They think the idol of Ra is down there?
What am I here for again?
I'm coming, Sydney.
Oh shit! Kid.
Hey. Hey, kid, wake up.
What? What? I wasn't sleeping, Professor Savage. I swear. Where am I, sir?
You fell down a shaft, kid. Come on, get up.
Oh,
How are you feeling?
my head hurts.
And you're lucky you didn't break a leg. Come on, follow me.
Do I know you, sir?
Yeah, kid, the Vatican. Look, we gotta get you out of here. How's that head of yours?
Not bad, sir. I landed on some rocks, but they were really quite soft rocks. Nazis are real animals, if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah, I don't care for him much either.
Oops. Here's exam. Boop.
These tunnels all look the same to me.
I mean,
Down you go, pal.
where's my gun? Honey, Legion move. Fucking stop punching him so I can shoot him in the fucking head. Idiot. Load. I reload. Automatic. No, they don't. That is one of the kind, like, I don't know. From a gameplay perspective, I appreciate it because I don't want.
Is this the right way?
You can
Find out
shut
soon
the
enough.
fuck up. From a gameplay standpoint, I don't want the companion AI to fucking blow my cover because they're idiots and I don't want them. From a realism standpoint, yeah, it's kind of dumb. Oh, I probably could have just snuck around, guys.
I think it's a dead end.
That should fix that. See me on the screen. See a bitrate going. I can see myself streaming. And game hasn't crashed. Okay, I'm gonna call this all a win. Weird stuff. Sorry about all that. Is everybody else here? Are we back yet? Oop, and now it crashed. Doesn't like. Yeah, I know. Don't fucking change it. This game isn't, if I've noted. It really does not. Being minimized. Tabbed out of. Are all over. We lose 3 minutes of gameplay. Damn it. Shit. Fuck. Damn it. Piss. Shit. Ow. Onto some browsers here.
The Nazis are real animals, if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah. I don't care for him much either.
There's nothing to see down here besides take a picture of this.
If this is Adamic, what's the connection to the Great Circle?
These tunnels all look the same to me.
Nur noch ein paar Stunden.
Confrontation. Didn't he keep the fuck up? There he comes. Just busting ass around there.
Go on, kid. Head to the village. That's where you'll find the professor.
Well, saving him was actually not that.
I know the way from here, sir. Thank you ever so much.
So it's gonna be like a running joke.
I
At
should
this.
check in on Savage later. Make sure Sydney made it back all right.
It's gonna be like a running joke at this point that Savage keeps showing up when he really shouldn't be. Every place we go. If we would goodbye, Father Bostonian. I know, right? I love that the English archaeologist remembered him. Like, oh yeah, you're Father Gallagher. And I'm like, okay. Didn't put two to two together. Not wearing the collar. Showing up in Egypt after being in the Vatican. Like, none of that registered to you as like, guy isn't a priest. We're gonna go into this big fancy tent. Guys,
Radio frequency. Might be something for Gina.
Ich will keinen
All right.
Sonnenbrand.
But there's a guy there. Guy. Arrow.
Wie kann man nur in der Wüste?
Paying attention. I'm fine with that. Don't make me. God, move. Pack is killing you. Why don't you go lay down? Object. Because the moment I come in here, is he's going to turn around. Looking at. Oh, okay. Okay. That looks like an officer over there, so we're gonna read him a little bit. Figure out how we're gonna approach that little area. The actual dig site then. Look at all this stuff.
What's this?
Oh, hey, a map. You? You?
Sounds fascinating.
Fascinating. Do it, I think. I could save before. Need a small. Item limit reached. You can't take any more. Shit. Fuck.
Might want to take a pass on this.
Fine. Don't worry about it. They're really mad about stealing money that's not theirs. I don't think that was his money. Real big mad. There is a officer.
Aren't there more of you?
Get fucked. I did not pay attention. Prompt. Oh, and that's him. Walk right past him now. Good. Yup. Well, that was fun. Ooh. What? Why? Oh shit. Fucking piss. All I did was accidentally fall on you. No, you didn't. Oh, I can't go up. There's an officer up here. I have. Okay. I think we're good. Again. Try doing this without getting mad at me. Out.
Jesus, it's hot out here.
This. Not on your bucket list, Indy.
Oh, jetzt rieselt mir der Sand in die Unterhose.
I don't have to do it myself. So. All these guys. Asshole. Oh, wait, no, it's red again. Searching for me. I have to wait. They're all standing right there. Yeah, no, I was trying to catch him too. I mean, you gotta take out these people who jump. Jumping is illegal. Germany, I guess. That was dumb. I understand why. Again, gameplay. I dropped down and the game registered that as an attack. And therefore was like, oh, breaking cover by attacking the guy you're supposed to be hiding from. Which is not what happened, but game thought happened. Why we can't trust the machine.
كملوا شغل أسرع.
About to break this wall. Hey, I'm just... It's funny because, so my stream little thing here is telling me that it's unstable, but I'm sitting at like 6,000 and up bit rate, which is exactly what I have it set for, so that it can do like 1080p frames per second stream. So, fine. I was doing this the other day too. Kind of like, no, it's bad, it's not working, and I'm like, bad news bears, but fucking worked. Can't believe that it worked. Really good at throwing. Damn it. No, can't win them all. We're okay though. Sweet. No, that's fine. That I did that perfectly, but you know it's fine. Don't worry about it. Nicely done. Again? take a moment before we... Phew. Now, what's up with that? That's what I want to know. What is up? Got here's here. Oh, I was worried about that, I'm not gonna lie. Aha! The raw steel.
One more.
Nice. Figured it was not. Also, wait, is that a... The fuck are you doing here? Hi, dude. I think you're lost a little. You okay? Like, that guy just showed up down here with a shovel. Please don't kill me. Also, don't report me. Not a real Nazi. Very, very much not a real Nazi. Hiding from them. I can plot their demise. Okay. So, we're done. That one's done.
Wie lange bräuchte man, um auf die höchste Pyramide zu klettern?
They kind of hinted that after I do the next part. Your map. I'm off of this map. I was already over here. I've just like run through it. Out. Comic book. Fur Tales 2. Professor Graben in the Desert Gym. Dr. Kruger.
Oh, not my thing, but I'm sure my students will love it.
Sure. You know, for your students in of Nazi based comic book. Jones talk about policy. That's the case. I had to abandon my station. Those blundering fools downstairs and managed to wreck the water drilling operation, so it's be joining the salvage efforts down there first. And what another disaster! Incompetent. Forget.
That would explain the water pumps.
Also explains why no one is here, and I can just kind of run around, wild abandoned. See, listen. Some are down here, though. Hi.
Das einzig Gute hier ist der Sternenhimmel bei Nacht.
What's this?
Michael or Michelle. I trust this finds you well in your research. Mysteries of the pyramids. Full. I write to be. Papyrus scrolls were unearthed, covered in text which appears to be Coptics and areas of expertise. Very much like to show it to you when I look forward to discussing all of your finds, as you've always been. Station on. That's okay, hon. You
Well
needed to
preserved,
sleep. It's
considering.
fine.
Ja, Herr Hauptmann. Es tut mir leid.
Is that all this is? Dead end, regardless.
Hätte nicht gedacht, dass die Pyramiden so groß sind.
Right.
Finger weg vom Strom. Ich muss das hier erstmal fertig schweißen. Nein, nein, nein! Nein, eben nicht. Ich bin doch nicht wahnsinnig.
Was this setting me up to ruin all of their days by power? Not sure what this is about to do, but pull the lever, Kronk.
Jetzt durch die Zeit reisen und all das.
Oh no, workplace accidents. Not. You're gonna get upset about finding some dead bodies over there, like I just. There. Alright, well, that's fine. Get upset about me. entirely sure. This is why OSHA is important. Yeah, right? Okay. Every time he swims, he sounds like he's like struggling. Sure. Comes up and he's like, are you? I don't know whether I need to. Oh, is this another way in? I guess I can get out. I don't know what I'm doing. Going for. This looks important. Not so. What am I here for? Okay. This looks important, but it's not. So. Whole purpose of this is fine.
Es ist so heiß hier.
Up over here now. Oh, hey, there's a thing I can steal. Okay, that's fine. That's that. That guy to go away. Honey. Oh, Button Man. Oh, not a comic book. Firearms do more.
Maybe I could learn something from this.
Parking? Found the door that's locked from the other. Whether there's a reason down here. Stuff. Not even like documents. Oh. Oh, there's a video that moment?
Guten Tag.
Doesn't. Yeah, I don't really see. There is later a reason. Aha!
Why is this thing not working? Need to get the power back on.
That's why. Now it makes sense. So I go over here to the one with the blue wire and turn the wire on, and then I go follow the one with the red wire and turn the red wire on. Yeah?
Wie konnten die all das bauen damals?
To knock this guy out. Oh. Important storm. I can't use that one. If I pull this lever, will you get it?
Hey Soldat, wie läuft's?
Hi. Here often, staring at this lever that I need to pull, that I'm not entirely sure I'm allowed to pull.
Wie konnten die all das bauen damals?
struggling to. Not. Oh, come on! Really? It. Oh, you. Huh.
Okay, hopefully this one connects to the elevator.
Das ist zwecklos. Was sollen wir machen? Ohne die Wasserpumpe können wir nicht arbeiten. Ist das
Mach einfach deine
langweilig.
Runde. Lass niemand rein. Ist doch nicht so schwer.
I feel like this is theoretically supposed to be difficult. Because round, but I have the costume. Okay, so we got the blue wire going. Red wire time.
Trocknet richtig aus hier draußen.
This big red thing. You're on orders of guy. Now we're back on. Everybody just carry on. Lever. That turn. I'll go home. That.
Reiß dich zusammen. Noch ein paar Stunden.
Yeah. Always have an exit.
Ein Gin in der Wüste? Wer glaubt denn an sowas?
Water pumps has been granted, but I will give you no more than that, even if big is of the utmost. Try to complete it. First, if it fails, then I have to question whether. Job, Adalbert. No. Failed chance. No.
Something's throwing a wrench in the works.
Um,
Diese Stiefel sind grauenhaft.
that was surprisingly difficult.
Need some light here.
Ah,
Warum haben sich die Männer Geschichten über einen Wüstengeist zugeflüstert?
turn on the light.
I think that was the last switch.
Got it.
Two
Nice.
murals. Honoring and protecting the memory of the deceased.
Hey. Mind me, I'm just gonna leave.
Wenn noch mal was Aufregendes passieren würde.
Fine, exciting. I could go on a rampage with you. That kind of exciting. But I do have protagonist syndrome, which I will win. So, it'll be exciting. Apologize. Ah. Light doesn't. You don't mind if I use this elevator, do you? Oh, easy.
Wenn ich zu Hause bin, ganze Woche.
Gonna... Hi. Getting to know you, but I don't fully know what I'll find down here, but I'm going down. The tomb. Well, that's straightforward.
Tomb of the Queen Mother. What secrets lie buried here?
Here we go. Dig report. Newly recruited diggers have expedited the excavation process, and progress in the area has been mapped thoroughly and efficiently. Indeed, standing by the threshold is the inner secret of prowess. Now we just have to find the location of the hidden chamber. Fortunately, we've run into technical issues as water drilling operation was compromised, causing a temporary pause in the work. I'm expecting this problem to be swiftly. As a side note, I want to mention that I'm overjoyed that I believe your presence inspired the men to greatness, just as inspired us people.
Hidden chamber, huh? I'll show these Nazis how it's done.
That's fucking right. Dumbasses can't find a hidden chamber on their own. Hard. I need a maybe a little smaller hammer. Hey, well, we're gonna use the big hammer. Alrighty then. We're just gonna go for demolishing the entire fucking. Oh, there's a hammer. You know what? Now I want to know what. Hoping you. Okay, see here. Mural puzzle.
This must be a riddle.
And of course, can't. I would like to be able to see them all in front of me. Like a fish. Fish goes in the water. Not that one. Die. Ground.
That's it.
Real fucking difficult.
The light points the way.
And see him sneaking up with the fucking hammer.
Nazi idiots. They missed this.
Hell yeah, they did.
The Queen Mother's hidden chamber. Why build this? Beam of light in 3 eyes beneath the Great Pyramid. The secret of the Queen Mother. I found it.
All right. So what? Oh, hi.
Warst du eben hier drin?
Nein, ich habe Pause gemacht.
War da nicht gerade jemand?
Seltsam. Vielleicht bist du verflucht und nun ist eine Mumie hinter dir her.
Sehr witzig. Gehen wir lieber wieder an die Arbeit.
Well, you guys have fun with that. I'm gonna go back upstairs, take the elevator with me. Break it on the way. I go to the top. Straight past. Level I entered. Entirely sure what this is. We found the secret of the Queen Mother tablet. Depicted something underneath the Great Pyramid. Beam of light. 3 eyes. Me. What's up? Dog. Alright, well, that was, happened. 9 out of 10. No, leave me the fuck alone.
Guess I better get going.
Feel the stuff around you, but it. Ask. You ever wonder about our kind of obsession with pottery? Like, it makes sense from an anthropological perspective, perhaps. How did they day-to-day ancient times, etc. But like, is basically just we're looking at their Tupperware.
Ich will keinen Sonnenbrand.
Literally can't basics. Oh, this is fascinating. It's like, yeah,
Mann, ich muss pinkeln.
things away. Had leftovers. Your operator has been absent without days.
A Nazi lost in the tomb of Kintakaways. Wonder if he found anything.
Now we have to that mean.
Nur noch ein paar Stunden.
Her. Or just
Ich muss eine Postkarte mit der Pyramide darauf nach Hause schicken.
find them. But I can't. What if I am raise this? Not see. Not see. Ha ha ha. Ha. It was a bad dad joke. About a couple. My stream, goddammit. No, down. Hit with a hammer. Turn into harmless little. Put that box in a box and then mail it to myself and when it arrives, I'll smash it with a hammer. Save on post. Several times. Oh, that's the missing Nazi.
Let me see here.
Find this note that Anton wrote. Gold from Voss's safe. We were going to hide it in this tomb. Came back to find it later. Expressed regret about our actions of betraying the Reich. He became defensive, threatened my life. I was cornered, had to do something. And fired at Anton, but I missed my shot. He hit me over the head, and as I was incapacitated, he took the hammer, ran out into the antechamber, and smashed the support beam, causing the tunnel. Waiting for me on the side, waiting for me. Draw my last breath. I can't hear him anymore. But my friends gave me Wolfer. Hope I made my mother proud, even though I never became a musician. Hair has become thin. Not sure if I'm awake or dreaming.
Trapped by another Nazi and left to die. Hell of a way to go.
Das darfst du nicht, Mann!
Sure. Where'd you end up, motherfucker?
Well, pal, almost the perfect crime.
Womp womp. Actually, you know. Oh. All right. So I think the next thing. There. Got it. Okay. Top of that. Go this way? Even though the rock is rough enough and the stone, the gaps between the blocks are big enough, absolutely, and you know, you can't. You know, I'm thinking of Breath of the Wild. The only reason I'm thinking of Breath of the Wild because the concept behind a lot of the Breath essentially that could see something in the distance, be intrigued by it, and follow through until you got to the end. Was often some kind of little discovery. That's kind of what some of this feels like. Like, huh, that looks like an interesting thing. I want to climb to the top of that. Then find this little jumping puzzle. Which will lead me to... Listen. You know, get stuff, but... And we made it to the top, which... Ah. Yeah.
Look at this
Here
to
we go.
read.
And all of this is in it to make the cleanup that we... You're fine. Come on, zip lines are fun. Years into the future, people are going to do zip lines just going to pay money to do. Free. What the fuck was that, Indy? There we go. That one worked. There's ramp. Ah. Huh?
Boss is leaving no stone unturned.
رائع جدا. إن شاء الله النازي ما كانش لسه عرف السر.
Professor?
بس يا
What do
ترى
we
ده
have
إيه؟
here?
Delegation from the Cairo Institute. The area around the pyramids, some of Napoleon's finest sciences. You know how important it is, how important this part of Bonaparte used to get care of, like they were rigorously protected from the dangers of the desert, well-fed with wine.
Kleber,
What do we have?
Napoleon's right-hand man during the Egyptian campaign.
Are
Did you find anything in the dig, Indiana?
A stone stele with a riddle,
each other?
maybe a clue to something, hidden underneath the pyramid of King Khufu.
You did? Amazing. You should bring it to Nawal. She'll keep it safe.
Whoop. Cool. Alright. Rather not. Oh no.
Jetzt waren zu wenig
That's
für
a
diesen Mist.
fucking. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, that one's on me. Reason we're not running? Can't catch me, motherfuckers. I might as well do this. For much longer, you don't. It's ridiculous. Red? Got it. And yet,
Mr. John, you are always welcome.
Here you go. Some medicine.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Joe.
This Sunday Times crossword is quite challenging, but it's good practice for my English. I wish I could give my patients better care, but the Germans have been very stingy with their medical equipment.
Nice. Look at all of
The
that.
Germans have been pushing the laborers too hard, especially on a hot day like this.
What, German? Never.
شكرا يا بيه ما يحرمنيش من كرمك
There's only one more to find.
You should check in on the Englishman in the village. Keep him from getting into any trouble.
Oh, I have to find 3 more. Ooh, gotcha. Fast travel to the... I think... Able to start buying. I still can't travel to the... It was just there. It broke. Ace. Still haven't figured out where Grandmother's cup goes. That guy is still looking for a basket of fruit.
There he is, Professor.
Oh
The best, the finest.
am I glad to see you again
Worth getting a pic. Perfect. Thank you.
heaven
You all right, kid?
I think so, sir.
The boy's really done me proud, you know.
Look what he found when he was hiding from the Germans.
A stele.
You know your stuff. I believe it was carved for one of the Pharaoh Khufu's viziers, Hemiunu. Part of the instructions for building the Great Pyramids.
Mind if I keep this? I have a friend who can get it to the museum in Cairo.
Well, it was the boy who found it. I'd say it's up to him.
Of course, sir. Take it. It don't belong to me anyway.
You're a good boy, Sydney.
Wait,
I
the
feel
English?
I should never have brought you with me. Archaeology isn't usually this dangerous, you know.
Actually, sir, this is the most fun I've ever had.
Oh, really? Well, don't tell your mother, all right?
Of course, sir.
With that attitude, you'd make a great archaeologist.
Like Professor Indiana Jones, sir, at that college in Connecticut.
Indiana Jones? Sydney, he's not a real archaeologist. Your mother will see me hanged if you end up like that swashbuckling Gasconada.
My advice? Don't let go of your dreams, kid.
Thank you, sir.
This should be the last one. Hello.
Okay, so hold on. Multiple things. One, the whole like Indiana Jones thing. Bye, priest man. Number two, you're telling me an English archaeologist and his assistant are leaving an artifact in the country of its origin, not removing it from its dig site to bring to the British Museum? Just saying. Let's start.
Okay. All right, I'll have this. I'll take this.
Yeah, I should have. I have purchased all of the shit. Ironically, the monkey is probably the best looking animal. Still, the fur is just like awkward, but
Back to spend money on something? I have all that you need.
have anything.
نهارك سعيد يا فندم.
معايا حاجات كتيرة جميلة للبيع.
أنا عندي أحلى الأسعار.
Funny move, please. Thank you. Does anyone know where this fruit basket is? Basket? Basket.
Let's see here.
Okay. This is where we find out more about her. Okay. Dame Nawal Shafiq Barclay donates to Cairo Museum. It was announced yesterday that the British Egyptian shipping magnate and philanthropist Dame Nawal Shafiq Barclay would donate a substantial amount to the Cairo Museum. In the socialite circles of Cairo, Miss Shafiq Barclay is renowned for her extravagant parties and adventurous lifestyle. From Cape Town to Cairo, Berlin to Baghdad, made a name for himself as eminence grise in many courts and aficionado of the finer things in life. Barclay's father was a high-ranking British officer. Her mother was a nightclub singer. On her father's passing, she used the inheritance to invest in a burgeoning enterprise that would later evolve to the international shipping giant SBS. In recent years, Miss Shafiq Barclay has devoted her wealth to philanthropic endeavors, particularly those focused on the preservation of heritage of the world.
Nawal seems to be the talk of the town.
الفاكهة بتاعتي أنا حطيتها هنا من شوية ولا أنا سلتي متشكر قوي يا خواجة يا أمير سلام عليكم يا صاحبي
All right. Take another look. There. Lost artifacts of Africa. Not any. Oh.
see here. This shouldn't be in Giza.
Seems to be an odd amount of that. This shouldn't be here. Doesn't make sense. Why is this in the Vatican? You know, like there's a fair amount of that these days. I'm gonna try to get everything that's in there. And whatever this. Woof. But he got tired after that, I'm sure.
Can someone drive a bulldozer without crashing it?
I mean, yeah, this is the second time. Once is weird. Twice is not a coincidence anymore. Found. Also not mean. Oh.
A stolen treasure.
A little far from. On the same continent? Ian's. Still, where it's supposed to be. Okay. We are not. Adventure boat. Meow. 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 Oh, there's a boxing ring. Forgot about that.
عندي الجواكت الجلد الفخمة دي. عندي جواكت جلد فخمة زي اللي أنا
Trying.
لابسها.
It's in here.
Frisches Blut. Du kennst die Regeln? Na, wenn du meinst, dann komm rein. Viel Spaß.
Have fun, sure.
Herrschaften, ein neuer Kämpfer.
Double check. Lock and pair. Grab. Punch.
Kennst die Regeln? Erstes Mal, keine Wahl. Also rein da und zeig uns was. Applaus für einen weiteren.
Verflucht! Was zum Hirnhorn?
Why do you always punch with your left hand? Like, get good? I don't know. Like, gotta be better than that.
Der hat gekriegt, was er verdient. Und hier ist die Knete. Ich glaube, da will es jemand wissen.
Okay, yeah, that was that.
Na, mein Freund?
Hard
Dir das
boiled.
Geld zu schwer? Springt dir was ins Auge? Da hat jemand Geschmack.
Handed him. All right, next up. Womp. Stop punching with one hand. Oh, ow. Fuck. Ooh, that looked like that was quite painful.
Gut gekämpft, Kamerad. Hier dein Anteil. Hey, vergiss dein Geld nicht. Willst du es noch mal versuchen?
Nappy?
Hätte nie gedacht, dass du mich schlägst.
Oh.
Glückwunsch. Da war ich wohl zu vorschnell. Und jetzt bin ich das Gespött der Gegend.
Realized there was a loser gallery over there. These guys are having a fun time. Ah, okay. Fuck. Yeah? Okay. Now we all having a fun time booing and all. I think there's so many tattoos. I mean, yeah. It's Nazi punching time. I'm having a good time. Fuck. Ooh, yeah. He just adjust his invisible glasses? Like, what was that? Ah, damn it. You really are taking a beating. And there he goes. Womp womp.
Guter Kampf, mein Freund. Hier ist dein Geld. Das war's für heute. Gelungener Abend.
Cool, all done. It always feels nice, you know? Little decompressing.
Geht weg wie warme Semmel. Bitteschön. Damit kannst du nichts falsch machen.
Not enough. Damn it. Money. Is that American money that you have in your thing? Huh. That is a dollar bill. Right? Gotta go. All right, well, we know where... document. Yes, yeah, we'll pretty much just up here and then gotta go to bed. Recipe.
حطيته على الترابيزة لما كنت بحضره لضيوفنا اللي جايين من القاهرة.
Never tasted anything
عنه
like
شوية
Salah's
وببص
family
عليه تاني
recipe.
لقيته اختفى. يا لهوي، لا يكون حد خده. أنا شفت القرد الحرامي من الشباك.
أنا سمعت إنه بيحب ياخد الحاجات اللي بتلمع.
Grandmother's cup.
كان حد شافه كده ولا كده؟
I know where it is. I know this. I know this. Hold on. Grandmother's cup. I got this. I can do this. Waiting for it for 2 days. Reward me with a little money? I would not say no. Buy that book, and I don't want to come here. But he's getting real old. I know,
ما
right?
شفتيش الكاس بتاع ستي؟ لا، ليه في ايه؟ كاس ستي. انت لقيته؟ مش عارفة اشكرك ازاي يا بيه. خلاص مش هسيبه بره بقى دلوقتي. اهلا يا بيه.
Guten Tag.
Yeah, if the oh, interesting. If he's wearing the big worker disguise, he'll speak in Arabic. But if he's wearing the Nazi disguise, he speaks in German. Huh.
Hello there.
And it's funny too that these guys still think that he's fucking. Oh, and she was speaking in German to me. That's so funny. What a neat little touch. Like, the game is responding in every way to how I'm dressing. Like, I just have to... That's just... Okay. Ah. Hanged man later.
The hanged man. To sacrifice one's ego.
The best, the finest, practically free. Good wares, the best in the market.
Yeah, nothing more to do. All right, we'll just Here we save and then there we go. That just saved. Camels. Okay. Yeah. That is kind of the end of. Oh, I love tarot. I love tarot. Honestly, I love tarot. I don't read terribly often, and I don't have the cards memorized. I have to be fully honest, but I can do readings, and I do enjoy doing readings. A lot of self reads. It's interesting because, you know, I don't really buy into mysticism or superstition very much at all. But I don't necessarily look at tarot especially. I mean, there's a whole subclass of stuff like this. Not just tarot. Tarot is just the one that I found interesting. I look at it very much like a decision-making tool. In the same kind of way that it is kind of like when you flip a coin, right? If you have a decision you need to make and you're like, all right, I'm going to just flip a coin. And then you flip the coin, right? And the decision is not necessarily made by the coin flip. You already have made the decision. You already know what you want to decide a lot of the time. And the result of the coin flip will either affirm your choice or will feel wrong and you'll want to choose differently. And you'll reject the choice, right? And I feel like interpreting tarot is a good way to do that on a more complicated level. Like when you've got a decision to make and you're flipping a coin, you know, part of the premise and part of why it works to help you make that decision, to help you understand that you've already made this, have a clear idea in mind and you just feel like you want a justification, is you need to believe in that justification. You need to believe in the universe essentially telling you that this coin flip telling you yes, or your feelings telling you yes, if the coin flip was against the you actually want, that you have to believe that that is some kind of sign, that that is some kind of affirmation. And I don't get that from random chance things. So something more like tarot, which is, you know, apparently more complicated, I feel like does a better job of that. You know, you have to do you can do multiple different types of spreads. You're answering a question and you're interpreting all of the cards um and their meanings and everything around that question. And in some ways it can kind of, I feel like, help you think through and make a complicated decision, which is what I've used tarot for. I used it a lot when I was going through a lot of parts of my was a good way to break down barriers that I had set up in my own mind of comfort and of of societal comfort and societal privilege that I was looking at leaving behind. That I wanted to break them down and like find a way to ignore them, find a way to move past them, so that I could focus more on what I really needed and what I really wanted for my life and from my identity and my expression. And so by relying on the sort of like, I guess you could call it cards. Again, that's not what it feels like. I was able to kind of look a lot past that and frame all of my questions and the decisions that were coming out of them as I'm listening to the cards and what they're saying. But in doing so, I also know that what I'm doing is I'm just processing all of this through a part of my brain. This is like a shortcut around the barriers that I've set up in my mind to avoid thinking about these particular topics. Of course, this was all in concert with my therapist, and talking about all of these things layering on top of each other. I also find that at least a lot of people who seem to get really into tarot tend to have a card that they identify with, one of the major arcana usually. Not to say that the minor arcana don't have like really strong meanings or you can identify that way, but for me it's the high priestess. It embodies both how I see myself and how I know I need to be careful of my own self. Um, the kind of upright of it is having a strong sense of intuition and sense of responsibility, being deeply, thinking through a lot of things very carefully and making slow, methodical, careful decisions that are well balanced and take into account many different factors, times that other people look. On the other hand, people like that tend to overanalyze problems and spend too much time focusing on when they need to be focusing on some bigger picture and being a little less tapped into your intuition and a little more spontaneous. There we go. And so it's kind of like both a like I embody this, but I also embody that, and I need to find a way to remind myself. By the way, these are the things you need to be aware of, and these are good at, like, two sides of the same coin. One of these days, I will be getting that are probably going to be focused around around the high priestess, symbols that indicate the high priestess, symbols that are associated with the high priestess, and one in mind that I'd like to do kind of a big shoulder piece. One's gonna be harder to do because I found the perfect tattoo artist. They're just unfortunately in Virginia. To do like because I have the Ethereal Visions illuminated deck, my favorite one for another reason. And it's all very Art Nouveau inspired. artwork, and I love that. I would love to do like an Art Nouveau. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I like Art Deco more than Art Nouveau, but Art Nouveau has that kind of ethereal quality that I think really well with Tarot and really. So I'm thinking about it. I don't want to just replicate the card that I have, the design that I have. I want someone to actually design a tattoo, and I found someone who does like Art Nouveau style tattoos. But I have some other tattoos I'd like to get first. Some that pretty much anyone's going to be able to do. You know, they're kind of like drawing on regular pop culture stuff. Like I want you to make this. Not really need to do. And then there's another couple that I want to do that are more associated with the High Priestess. And I found someone up in Salem who does a lot of work that I really like, very geometric stuff that I do really well with the basic designs of these. Like they do a lot of Art Deco, but they do a lot of Art Deco and a lot of geometric stuff. Also do a lot of filigree, and I kind of want something like that. Exactly what it'll look like, but it would need to be designed. Like the basics of like, this is the symbol I want you to use as the base. I want it to be like visible and obvious to some degree. Design something around it. So I need some help with that because I am not an artist. The sun. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. And I mean, that's the thing. Everybody has one. I feel like everybody who gets into tarot ends up picking a card and they're like, this is me. What I relate to. As long as you're not looking at the tower and being like, this is me, you know. But so yeah, specifically on the decks that I have a standard weight deck, which I was using most. And then I have the Ethereal Visions deck, which is my favorite one. The big problem I have with the Ethereal Visions deck is the cards are fucking huge. You cannot shuffle them normally. They're like thick card stock. They're huge and they're so beautifully done that you want to end them at all. So no like deck card shuffling. It really is just like throw it all on a table and like mash it around, get it all together, and then read from there. It's a mess. But what I really like about that deck is that it is kind of inherently more positive. Like, I don't know how to put it. This is where my resistance to the superstition to the mysticism starts breaking down a little bit because I really can tell the difference, it feels like, between decks and how they read. Some read very harshly, some read very kindly. Some have a very optimistic outlook, some a very pessimistic outlook. It feels like this is a little bit of how the book is written. You know, I still use the book, like I say. And obviously, like if you're using the standard, if you're using the, you know, standard weight text, right, with another deck, it's gonna be that. But I don't know. There's something about the Ethereal Visions deck that just ends up kind of reading positively, nicely, like that. It's very in line with how I try to view the world. I like to consider myself a positive realist, not quite an optimist, but I tend to believe that most people are operating on good faith. So that's the thing. It's so hard to really truly deeply get into, and like it requires more time and effort than I am willing to put in the conversation side of things. Like I'm having trouble remembering the major arcana, let alone the minor. Like we're not even gonna touch the minor arcana. I can't remember all of the major arcana. I have an app that I was using for a while. It kind of gamifies it, flashcards kind of a thing. I uninstalled it a while ago. It was quite good. So if you are interested, recommend it. Labyrinthos? Might be Labyrinthos. I think it is. Yeah, it's Labyrinthos. The app, Miriam. Ah, there is an iOS. Okay. I can't. It's on Android and iOS. Weird that you click the app in click like download app and it just brings you App Store. Let me put it in the Discord. I don't know about the in-app purchases side of things. I know at least the last time I used it, there was a fair amount of freely available stuff. Like you could do pretty much the basic learning, flashcards, all that fun stuff. Without Pro 75 plus less. No, that's right. It's the left. The yeah, here we go. Free account, unlimited tarot, Lenormand, and rune readings, 100 journal spots, 75 plus quizzes, 75 plus spreads, custom spread creator, to access meanings, discover patterns and statistics, tarot birth cards, 5 plus themes, 8 free decks, no ads. Then you get the $9 charge per month kind of deal. At like journal entry, extra journal entry slots, personalized AI reading, customized lessons, quiz report cards, 10 minutes per month of voice chat AI readings. Ooh. The bonus 1910 Rider Waite. Whatever. I don't think it's worth it. So yeah, no, I remember using this app and being by it, thinking it was a job of trying to teach, and really does like go through the major arcana, lessons on the major arcana, minor arcana. On highly recommend. But I posted the links in the general chat to my Discord. Anyway, it's now 11:15. I need to go to bed. Luckily, because I need to sit down preparing for these campuses. At least not right now, not yet. Maybe when I have a more situated private workspace that I can kind of like lock myself in. That's different, but yeah, that's it for tonight. Thank you all for joining. We'll be back on Tuesday with more Indiana Jones. Very excited. And yeah, I'll see you all then for more Nazi ass in Egypt. Having a fun time. So gotta do all the cleanup stuff at this point. Finding some more. Buy the last bit of stuff, which I think once I buy that from the that boxing ring, I think that's the last thing I need to buy. Still need to find the medicine though, because I'm not seeing those pop up on the map yet. But anyway, have a great night, everyone. Have a good weekend. If you're lucky enough as I am to have Monday off, have a wonderful long weekend. To it, mostly because on Sunday I'm gonna have to shovel. So I want at least 2 days in my weekend, and the weather is going to take away one of them. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.